Come on in, have a seat, get your laptops out. We got part 3 to do on our presentation today. The slides. There's also a recorded video.
Who told you that?
Grab sit down, Christian, get your laptop out, and get all day. Christian, when the bell rings, working out Wednesday, don't forget you gotta go to the media center. Hurry up, Kabbalah, gotta hurry up. Laptops out, laptops on. I'm gonna give you guys, about 10 minutes to get your slides where they should be, because we have to continue on today with part 3. There's only 3 parts to this, but the last part of the other one, you had to go put a couple videos in it and find off the internet, kind of like we did on our website. It shouldn't be too difficult, but you need to watch. You need to go in, log in, and get to this segment and make sure you get that completed. If you need to pause the section that they show you where the video is, and you want to find the exact video, you can do that. You got to type in that HTML link that they have. But you need to make sure you have that done. You got about 10 minutes to wrap that up. Okay, and then we're going to move on. We're going to use the same slideshow to continue on. So you want to get into yesterday's assignment, click into day 2, and make sure you finished it. How many people got it finished already? Okay, so this is what I'm going to tell you. High school is all about making choices, right? What we say next Wednesday was? Into what? Into quarter 1, right? But it's also what? It's a half day, right? That's my half day, right? Because on the calendar, they got that kind of a slash on the color. Yeah.
So basically, I finished this yesterday in the middle of the night, but I finished all of 1.6.
How much more grades do you have left for the camp? Are you gonna put in?
I need to double check. There's some things that there may be 1 or 2 things where my intention was to get them in, but because of hurricane and lack of internet, and that's been our problem that we've been kind of fighting, is having a computer class and not having reliable internet. So I've been trying to be patient with you guys. That's why I'm giving you extra attention to get things in. I also know that some of us aren't very good about follow through when it comes to procrastination, right? Make sure that you spend time with what you need. You've got about 10 minutes, so I'm going to take attendance at about 10:43 or 10:45. I'm gonna go ahead and start. I posted today's work. If you're done and you wanna start working ahead, you can do that. You can go log in and watch the video and go on, but I'm going to make a video capture like I did yesterday. I did put the video capture up on day 2, but most likely you just need to watch the last few minutes of the video, or the last couple things the guy said. There's really only like 0 stairs in 0 minutes. Yeah, I haven't went up in the stairs today. So my watch is trying to.
Is it an Apple Watch?
No, I got an old Fitbit.
I had to put that this thing is too.
Yeah.
You stay under.
Yeah, he sometimes he talks. He kind of says mean stuff to me.
I had to put it first.
Fitbit sometimes will say, "Hey, fatty, get moving."
Don't people supposed to stand
No,
up?
he doesn't say that. It kind of feels that way when I look at it. So you might have use your time wisely, right?
Oh, that's what just work on this one.
You can use that one.
Work on it too.
This is one of the good things about me now having some of these laptops. It's like, it may take a second to get logged in, get your profile on it, but like, I'm gonna try to have them around the room. That way, if you guys want to use that one, you can. It's got a bigger screen on it. You can almost take the 2 windows up on it. I'll be right over. Just let me take attendance for you. You're welcome, dear. Jose, is your laptop working? Jose, can you see my the dawns or what? Is your laptop getting turned on?
The video. The video will help you. You're also going to tomorrow going to the world. No, not just repeat. So basically you kind of follow along and you can pause it and you do something like this. Just press play with your. You know the little slideshow movies?
You got it?
Yeah, show her where the videos are.
Okay. And I also put one up too that I made, so.
Yo no me vuelvo para tener exactamente.
I had her watch it. I'm hungry. You can work ahead too. You can slowly everything. Last night.
Don't get mad. You got work to do.
Give you the answers to the note. You would tell us we can also look up the. We gotta do all of it. He's very disorganized, which you'll find out. Once you figure out how to do it, and you say never. He's very chill. He'll take off a couple once it's late and not much.
Oh,
So you do pray. He won't tell you no. Just try and do it and then. You doing okay? Seems like you're
Click right here, guys.
Oh, well, you're basically clicking it. That's so weird.
Halloween's coming up. We went over this the other day. If a van pulls up and says, hey, you want candy, you get in the van or not? Last time that he said was,
Real, I would.
for high school. Got it?
You know, when you're the coach, it's actually, I did the video. Real. It just goes back.
Call out.
Or Nick, you can check it. I want to put it off the chair and I'm going to check it. Because he has access to What? That's not how, that's not how that works. Exactly like how do yes, and then we're gonna get in. The fact that they was talking to Google Translate. Why do you have the last one? No,
That's a sad thing. That's so sad. It's so sad. Okay, at least me and my girl will need 2 months. Okay. How much is that?
You don't know. Anyway. We got no one.
She's the reason why I'm trying to be close to her. I'm talking.
La Morena.
Why are you talking this? No, this is not what
Really? I know. Where did from the line? Like a
Listen to your book. Listen to
Okay,
your book.
now if you
Have
did.
fun, man.
Right here.
Mr. Cooper, Mr. Cooper. Listen, look,
I'll
you
come
need
back.
to have money.
Eso es ilegal.
Get done. Listen, look. You need to have money.
I know. But when they say that, no, your place. Wait. You know, like.
Bro, this little brother was crashing out.
No, you're old.
Why are you laughing like that? Because the little brother was crashing out. All over. It was so funny. He took it so serious.
I don't know why you got so bad. It was actually good. Oh, yeah. I remember when I first saw
Why do you laugh like that?
All right, I'm gonna go ahead. Listen up. I'm gonna go ahead and record the lesson, so make sure I'm not picking up any nonsense. Okay. Need to make sure you have open on Owen's already on the list, so.
Wait, Mr. Cooper, did you call my mom? It's about the 8 days.
What's that?
It's about the 8 days. Oh, one of my guardians.
I don't think so. All right, now, under Wednesday, you should go ahead. We're going to view the instructions on Wednesday. Okay, we're going to sign in to Google account. This is going to be Google Workspace.
I want the Google Drive on the creator sheet. Is that fine?
We're going to use, I think you're using the same one. You should be using the same presentation, right? So under the start part, all we're doing is, this is part 3 of using the same stuff. Now, like here, it says add data and share your presentation, start a project. It's kind of important because we got to make sure that we know the files are located right here, right? All this stuff over here is information that we need, okay? If you look, this copy of the Google Workspace slides, this is what yours should look like, okay? It's what yours should look like. That's the example. So if at this point, like you weren't there yet, you need to make sure like there's the example slideshow to move forward with. So the first thing they do when they have you sign in is they're expecting you to, when you sign in, to go ahead, when you hit the start button, you have access to this. We're going to watch the video and we're going to follow along with them.
Google Slides is a cloud-based presentation application that allows you to design slide decks and collaborate. You can format text on your slides using smart editing and styling tools. You can also add and edit a variety of non-text elements, including images, videos, tables, and graphs, and present your ideas to a large group, like a team meeting or a conference. In this lesson, you will insert...
Kate, do me a favor and move back to your seat, please. Well, the problem is he's talking and I'm recording. But we're doing this right now. Yeah, I know, but I'm listening to you talk while everybody else is trying to listen to this.
For this table, create a diagram, add charts, and share your presentation with others. This lesson uses a planning presentation for a fundraiser organized by a community group, but you can apply these skills in any presentation, whether it's for a business organization, a community group, or just your family. As you complete this lesson, you will add data to your Google Slides presentation, formatting information with charts, tables, and diagrams to make it easier for your audience to understand a lot of information. Using these visual representations also can make your presentation more compelling. For example, charts make your information and research clear and persuasive. To work on this lesson, sign into your Google account. Open a new tab in your browser and navigate to google.com. If you are not signed in, do so now. If you do not have a Google account, pause the video and create one now.
All right, so this is where we're going to open up our previous document, okay? If you didn't get this part done, the last thing you had to do last time was you had to create the situation where you had to put the call out in. That was all I left you with, was this, and then adding the video link right here. Skills to pay the bills, teamwork. Okay, those were the last two things that you were left with. I think they added a slide that said videos, so that has to be in there. Now, I gave you a copy of the PowerPoint, how it should be finished. if you want to go grab this slide, if you want to grab this slide off of it, you can and copy it into your presentation, but you need to make sure that your presentation is looking just like this one. Most people should be pretty close to it. Now, when it comes to the other documentation, there's a starter table project there, but I'm going to go, how do I find my previous document? Go into my Google Drive. I'm going to open it up, and I should have my lakefront community. My background or my theme that I have looks a little bit different, and that's fine. Okay, we chose a different theme for ours. That's how I can tell mine's a little different. Okay, so what I was talking about grabbing off the other one, if I want to copy this slide that has the video on it, I can do that. I can just come in here, select the slide, say copy, come into my presentation, and then in this area here, I can just hit paste. Now, this is where I can link it or match styles. I might just match it in this one and just leave it alone. Okay. Having had that done, now I got my stuff opened up. I'm going to come back to the video and I'm going to go to the next section. This is insert and editing tables. All right, so we're going to go to our slide show. We had some extra slides in here. I don't know why I got a couple extra slides, but right around this area, they wanted us to add a slide. And you guys remember which one of these he said to pick? I think it was a section header, wasn't it? Let's just go double check. Yep, section header. So we're going to add in a section header on our show here, on our slideshow. And then this is where he said this is going to be sales update. Let's just double check and make sure that's what we're doing. So sales update through 12/20. Ours will be 12/24. So sales update. So we need add another slide after this, title slide. This is going to be sales update through 12/24. Let me just go back to the video and make sure that, remember, you're doing it with me. You don't have to do it at home. That's kind of the key. Our copy of this data right here, it says copy of table started data. If I open it up, it's on the Google Classroom and the file. All you have to do is go ahead and go file, make a copy. It says copy of copy, but what I would do is just take all that off. And then when you make a copy, just put your last name behind it. Now it's in your folder. Okay. So I'm making the copy. And when I watch the video, whatever he tells me I need to do with this data, I'm going to do it. So I'll come back over here to this section and watch the rest of the video. All right, now there's a couple ways to do this, I believe. I'm not saying that their way is not the best way, but like, let's go back and look at this again. So that slide we had that was through 1220, what they're saying to do is to come into your table. You can see it's like 2 rows by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? 8 rows by 2 columns. So that's kind of what they're saying to do. Okay, so we're gonna do this their way first, and we'll see if we can do it the other way in a second. So here, let's take this off. Let's go insert a table, and we want 2 rows by 8. 2 rows by 8. Okay, 2 rows by 8. Then they're saying that you should be able to paste into it. Yeah, 2 rows by 8. Did I copy the stuff? Maybe I didn't go copy it. Let me go see if I copied it. I think I have to copy it. Let's see here. Now I copied that. Let's go back and check their little video here. All right, let's look and see here. So we come back over here. If I just in the cell here, I right click and say paste, it should put it in there, and it actually merged that top row for us. Okay, this part here, he was talking about changing the font size because it's obviously too small. And then there's some formatting stuff that has to happen here. I would say, like, obviously all this stuff over here, the cells, I would probably make sure they're all one color on the bucket fill. You know, whatever you're filling it in, at least it's going to cover up some of the background color. If I'm going to highlight this stuff here, I'm going to center it. Probably come in here and do the alignment so it's not only aligned in the center, but also align it to be in the middle of the cell, vertically and horizontally. Same thing here. I would probably line that way and probably that way too, vertical and horizontal. And then this background color here, you can't see anything because it's not filled in. Probably going to pick another color to fill it in, and that way you can see it. So that's kind of what they're asking you to do, is put some color in there, format the data. Just remember, this text is now horizontally and vertically aligned in the center of the text box. Okay, so how we did that was the alignment under these three dots, all that alignment stuff comes over here under align. This only pops up whenever you're doing like a table, like we did on Excel. You can format text or numbers to be in the middle vertically and horizontally of the cell to make it look good. I would probably come back and bold this stuff too, because it probably needs it. Mr. Cooper. Hey. Thought they already delivered all my chairs. Yeah. Yeah, when the tables came, they brought me the chairs too. Yeah, they go with like the yeah. Thank you. Bye. Okay. You can see this is hard to read, so I'd probably bold that too. So everybody needs to make sure at this point, I'm going to pause this. I want to make sure everybody's got this table in their PowerPoint. Okay. Everybody needs to put this table in their PowerPoint. Okay. Spend the time to do that now. You haven't done it. Remember the table, that table I got off of the Google Classroom, all those files, that's where you get them. Okay. You need to create those two slides. One slide is sales update, and the next slide is sales update through 12/24. That's where we're putting the table at. Like here on the back, we need to change that background color. Right? Whatever, pick the colors that's solid in there.
I'm not doing that perfect.
Which one you working on there? Sorry, another. So did you copy the other? Highlight that over shift. You got a background.
Like you have a background. No, you're not. Christian, you're so not you, Christian. I you.
Now I have all the.
No, you. You're so like this.
I know, but actually,
The thing Sebastian.
never seen a.
You said that you were doing
Wait,
I'm looking at it back.
what's it?
Okay.
Vamos a ir llamando colombiano ese.
You know this or you doing
¿Cómo se llama?
it? Getting paid for this?
Yeah, right.
Have you seen these things?
Yeah, he's not big in
What are you gonna do? Run a lemonade stand, make some nice pear?
She started looking at me.
I don't even know how to put contacts on. If I had contacts on, I would be.
So that's where you get all your money from.
Well, we're still
You're
making.
not.
Only when you want. Oh, you're the spreader.
Give it a spray.
No, I didn't spray it. Is this what
Yes, or no?
Pásamelo, por favor.
Pues vaya, las comillas.
What's your best selling, just take one big ball and find a little ball.
Oh, wait, actually, no, you show me.
I mean, could you just get more?
Give me a minute, I'm gonna do this one.
She has to do her work first.
Thank you.
Anybody having problems getting this added? Anybody having problems? You have to be on the day's information.
Oh, I made a link, I'm gonna link in the.
Why is all gray? Like a vampire.
No, we're
Oh, yeah, yeah.
What?
Video. Multiple objects on the slide.
You saw me. Yes, you did. You saw me.
Did we change the theme or something? Because I don't know, remember the theme.
Today is, yeah, today's Workout Wednesday. Or Work It Out Jose. Trabajo Jose Day. What's the word for Wednesday? What is it? You don't know the Spanish word for Wednesday?
I don't know the days of the week.
What? How about you ladies? Anybody know the Spanish word for Wednesday? Mercedes? How do you say it? What's he said? Mercedes? So it's Trabajo Mercedes? Yeah. Oh, good. Oh, good.
Sometimes you gotta find you got green beans when you get back there.
You can barely see them through your skin. That's what I like.
You gotta
Behind my grill.
When I was coming to like,
I didn't even do anything.
No mess in here.
What did I do? What did I do? What did I do? Help! This is so clean.
Did you just say you're cooking dope? Did not say it.
Yeah, you keep saying maestro, but I never seen no trabajo. Yeah, like 5 minutes of trabajo and then no project.
How do I get this? How do I get that?
What's up?
Porque se me había dicho que montaron en un Salazar y se descargó. Porque yo no sabes cómo subir el puto camión, me iba a la avenida por mí. Cagado. Ah, yo estoy ya quemado. ¿En qué? I just hear you, that's it.
All right, folks, I'm gonna go ahead and start the recording again, and we're gonna go on to the next segment, because now my question is, Christian, hold that bottle. My question is, what happens if this table, whoops, let me minimize this. If I was to copy this and I come back into Google Slides, if I just am on this slide, if I right click and say, if I say paste, see what it says, link the spreadsheet or paste unlinked. Here's what happens. This is what Google did a couple years ago, and it actually is, it's a pretty sweet thing. Let me show you this. If I say link the spreadsheet and I say paste, look what happens. So this is a little bit behind the presentation. I can blow this up. Now I can format this, but keep an eye on this 15 right here. See that 15? I'm going to come back to the table that I copied this out of, which I think was right here. If I change this table to 19 and hit out of the box, watch what happens when I come back to this presentation and I click off of it. I should be able to refresh it. It should change. Link table. Let's see what minimize, unlink, change range, link objects. It eventually will change. Let me hit refresh on it.
I read paper towel.
Makes me look like maybe I'm changing the wrong table. Let me change this one. 19. Maybe that's the one.
I get a paper towel.
Yeah. All right, let's try this again. This is what they said would happen if we did it right. It's making a liar out of me. Wait a minute. What's that say? Link table options. Update. It changed. So anytime I go and do a presentation, if I paste that in there, I should be at a point where I can hit update on it. Just like in my CAD program, if I hit update, it will change the, it'll give you the most current readings off the table. Okay, make sense? So instead of having to do it that way, I can paste it in. That's the other option. Remember I told you there's more than one way to sometimes do this, but this way, they started doing linked tables, and it actually is a pretty sweet thing, because if you have a Google document that you change data in, it will stay linked inside your presentation, just like if you put it on your website, when you make an update, you can update the website and it'll change. Okay, so that's kind of, you can see how it has that link tail properties. So let's try that again. If I go change this to, let's say I change that one to 55, and then I come back to my document. If I hit refresh, if I'm on the right one that's linked. See it, there's an update option. Now it changes to 55. So that actually is a really cool thing to do. All right, now that we've done that part, I'm going to come back up here to the video and just make sure we did the last part or got close to what they
Add the cell fill colors.
Remember the bucket's what always fills a cell in.
Align the text in the middle so that it's easy to see. Make all the lines in the table black.
We didn't do that part, but you can do it. Borders and lines.
Finally, increase the weight of the border so that it stands out on the slide. Changing the formatting of the table will help your audience gather information quickly as you present. Now it's your turn. Create a new title slide, open the starter spreadsheet, and copy the data in the first two columns. Create a table, paste the information from the spreadsheet into the table, and format the table to make it easier to see.
All right, so I'm going to go back to my presentation slide here. That's the one I pasted in as a test, but they talked about changing the line color, format, borders and lines, border color. They said change it to black. And then also under format, under the same borders and lines, the border weight, they said put it at 4px, 4 point. Now that's what it looks like. It's a lot easier to see the separations between the different cells. Okay. Yeah, I can do that again. So I came in, I'm highlighting all 8 rows and both columns. I'm going to come up to format. I'm going to come to borders and lines, pick the border color to be black. And then I'm going to keep it highlighted. I didn't change anything. I'm going back under the same pull down menu of format, borders and lines, go to border weight, and I'm just choosing the 4px, 4 point. Okay. And that seems like a pretty solid line weight to be able to have your eyes distinguish. Okay. Now watch what happens when I click the slideshow button. Everybody in here probably can read this fairly clearly, right? Is there anybody in the back that would have any problem with that? Should be pretty clear. Now, I was doing presentation practice with my first period class. They're doing engineering studies and they have to present it. I'm actually giving them feedback like I am you guys. Remember we said the minimum amount of font we need on a PowerPoint slide is what? To be legible. What was the 18 or 20, right? The title slide, the titles are about 24, right? So one of them asked today, why is that? So I made him go back and stand at the back of the room and tell me if he could read the slide, and he couldn't. And then when he made it 18, you could see it better, okay? So let's go ahead back to the video. The video here is going to take us to the next button. We're going to insert, edit, and align diagrams, it looks like.
In this video, you will add a diagram to your presentation. Diagrams are a visually appealing way to display information about timelines, cycles, and workflows. They visually represent information that might be difficult to explain in text by showing the relationship between elements. For example, You might want to use a diagram to show a family tree or the structure of your team. Diagrams can also show a series of steps or processes. These graphics are good ways to visualize information like sales reports, goals, and long-term plans so that your audience can understand them easily as you present. To begin, add a new slide for your diagram.
We got to make a new slide. Let's see, where's he going to put it? Right after the sales update.
Choose a slide with the title and label your diagram clearly.
All right, so we're going to make a title slide right after our data page. So we got to come right here on this one. We're making sure we're highlighted. We're going to plus title slide, and then based off what he was showing us in the video, sales goal timeline. Sales goal timeline. So we need to change that to sales goal timeline. Let me just double check here. Yep.
Add a diagram to your slide. The style of diagram you choose will depend on the kind of information you want to display. Diagrams are named for the kinds of information they would most easily represent. For example, if you plan to show a family tree, you might choose a hierarchy diagram. Or if you wanted to visualize the steps in a process, like a project workflow, you might choose cycle. This example uses a timeline diagram. Select the timeline and insert it into your blank slide. Slides automatically create shapes and text boxes. Fill in this diagram with information about the team's sales goals. Use the text boxes at the top to identify dates.
Christian, you got to go to the media center. All right, so let's go ahead and do this. We have to go back to this slide. I'm going to get this and delete that off because I don't need it. We're going to insert a diagram. So this is important right here, okay? Not doing this. Nolan, you tap, no, Nolan, you got to be with us on this, okay? Don't get behind. We're going to go to diagram. We're going to scroll down. You can see it says timeline. Okay, we're going to pick timeline. It's going to come up, give you some options. This is the one that they choose. We're just going to click that one and put it in. I can exit out of it. Now, we got to edit it on the video. They're trying to talking to us about that. So let's just watch that. It's like he's putting December, February. This one looks like it's going to be why they didn't have January on there. That's interesting. April, probably because quarters, I don't know, every 2 months. April, and the last one is
Then use the text box.
June. So December, February, April, and June. So let's do that. So this is going to be changed. We're going to double click in that box, highlight the text. It's going to be December. This is going to be February. April. What was the last one? June? Is that right? Yeah, June. All right, I'm gonna walk around, make sure you got your timeline in. Go ahead and have the top of it labeled December, February, April, June. I gotta figure out why I got a random R floating around. So it has to be after the sales update slide, 1224, you gotta insert a new title slide. And then you gotta put the insert a you were supposed to raise awareness, change the color of the highlighter.
Wait, but can you make the slide? I'm gonna watch your class. You're gonna want me to.
Pick a
That's what I'm wondering. But that's gonna be like, we're gonna go to.
Go back and look at the sample.
Wait. Cause y'all always drop me off, you did this right, cause y'all always drop me off in my No, like on the slide, you made a whole thing.
How many days?
What's supposed to be on the big slide? This, I do that.
Yeah. No, it's too much.
You don't have to. No, I have more up there, beneath those last two. And then I have more. Yeah, where's that? You have to make
I don't know. You got things they made perfect, but you can go to this and get made.
Yeah, but I there.
There's a name. There's a name. People that got good noses that smell maybe you come up with
Sales for what?
kind of smells. What it smells? You don't know where it smells. Look it up. Yeah, where does smell come from? Look it up.
They'll be surprised.
You're like Jovan Mudd. Yeah, where does smell come from? You don't even know.
I know that's not.
That's not fair. I am so just for that. I know, but
Yes, you're really quick. Uh-oh, you know what that means? That's gonna be 10 push-ups. That's Diaz push-up. Push-up? That's a whole. Get your chart put in there. Okay, what about your this thing? You gotta wait till Jose gets back. All right. You should have December. Whoa. Let's see why December looked like he got kind of. I think it's because I had to drag that out, maybe. There we go. All right, so let's watch the rest of the video here and see what they say. You got December, February, April, and June.
Boxes in the middle to let your audience know your goals or milestones.
So they're changing those boxes down there. Sales begin, or sell begins. Goal 30% sold. We'll let him finish and then we'll go update ours.
Next, add.
Okay, hold on a minute. All right, so we got to put sale begins, goal 30% sold. So let's go do that real quick. This one is cell begins. This is goal is 30% sold. %30 sold. This one is 60% sold and then 90. So we can just kind of, I would probably just go ahead and copy this and then paste it in here and just change the number. Well, maybe not paste it that way. Paste it, let's see, back that up. If we hit edit paste without formatting. So this one's going to be 60% and then the other one's going to be 90. So when I'm hitting paste, look what I'm doing, paste without formatting. I'm just changing the 30 to 90 now. So I got that part done. Go ahead and update your timeline. I'll walk around and check. So you got sales begins, goal 30% sold, goal 60 sold, goal 90% sold.
No, you don't even know what you're doing.
Okay, Savannah?
Wait, Exactly, I told you.
They're eating the dogs, they're eating the cats. I always do that to my dog. My dog's like half asleep on the couch and I'll be like, we're eating the dogs. And I'll wait until his eyes will just kind of look at me.
Like, what do you mean?
But he looks like a hot dog though. So we always talk about, they sell that hot dog bun. And he's like almost like a wiener dog.
You should decorate your
But he has a spider outfit that puts like legs on him. So but I gotta remember where I put it at. You know, Halloween's coming up and you see this dog running down the street with spider legs on it. So they have one that's an alligator. Have you seen that? Where dogs, they put an alligator skin on a dog. And then people are like walking, like holding hands with their girlfriend. And all of a sudden this dog's like happy to see him and they're going, oh, you know, running. Alligators. They play that song that goes, oh no.
And you know how close that is to the school?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know we're next year. We're gonna be next year.
Well, I don't know if there was a show, but they were just saying how there was like ambulances, like freaking firefighters, police, and all sorts. So I'm pretty sure it was, and they had like all the kids like lined up.
Wait, how do you not hold? Oh.
You're doing good.
Or let me give you one.
It's the same day.
No. Do you want me to do your work or not? Okay, shut up.
Bro, when like literally us, we're at high school. No, bro.
There was a really apparent distinction, like one of those girls at the elementary school that
Elementary school.
I don't know, like, there's
How elementary school
elementary school is
have a gun?
no elementary, but actually some 6-year-olds.
How old are they? How old are they? Like, they're like 5 and 10. Tell them. I would assume it's the fifth grade, right?
No, it's always like young people that don't like working.
Why don't you look like young? Because they're losing. They're losing. He's scared.
Why do you think about pictures? Because of that, I already have like pictures.
Yo quiero que pasemos para venir al colegio con una
Okay.
Pero pues si quiero morar, ¿verdad? Que morar, ¿verdad?
Wait, no,
Dígale que si yo soy de noche no me asusta solo porque no lo veo.
Okay, so
tell
me.
¿Qué dice? Angie.
I never.
I tell him I said, why is he sitting here lying to the artist?
You gotta write that so we begin goals and all that. You gotta write that.
Hoy no es mi
Wait, did I do it right? Yeah.
Don't do that again. Don't do that again, or it'll be a
I'll stop.
¿Qué está diciendo?
Repeat what you said. If you want to repeat what you said.
Why you like this?
No,
Pero estoy mintiendo. ¿En qué le estoy mintiendo para soñarlo?
He said,
So you have, you know your golf website? That's where you.
Why you just so? That's my.
We are really. You can do it on the golf.
I'm not saying.
I heard.
He doesn't like black.
Because what happened is,
He doesn't like black. Oh, hey.
she's still got basically, when you put your slideshow on, a lot of Americans go to. Slide to be like that. And if I change high school, it's all.
How is the being?
Dígale que conozco la jaula en la que se está. Él me está diciendo bien.
Everybody's location. We're in business stuff now. You're like, why?
Can I go now?
Now.
What is this, the battle pool of Hampshire or whatever it is?
No,
You're not business.
it was 6 versus 1. It was 6.
It wasn't 6. It was actually 2 versus 1.
How is the case?
Oh.
Ready?
Not funny.
No, that's actually.
And then just right on the bottom, what that says.
Somebody could be standing there.
No.
They call me and go. The person's like, wait a minute, didn't I just say? Give me that.
Can I go to a restaurant now?
Huh?
She came back. Mexican.
Jose back?
Jose,
Jose not back yet?
Yo vine en avión.
He's been out since a long time.
No sé qué le pegaron.
He's keeping the guys from going to bed.
Tiene diarrea, man. No. Es que está muy bueno.
How to do that on all websites. And then do what they say with embedding on the paper.
¿Verdad? Es que estamos hablando que cuando uno lo deja ir al baño.
That after what I just did.
Way out. Estamos hablando de cuando uno lo deja ir al baño, yo no sé qué quiere decir que está en diarrea. Porque bueno, nadie le pregunta eso. ¿Verdad que sí? Bueno, si se le dice eso al profesor, lo deja ir de uno al baño.
Hey, now let me just I'm gonna play the video so you guys, I think he's gonna do maybe some other stuff with this, we'll see, but let me, before I do that, somebody wanted to know something. So sales update through, you got to title that, you see it? You got to type in sales update through 12/24 on the title of that slide. You okay? I thought you fell in or something. I was gonna send a search party. A search party. You know, when someone's lost in the mountains and they have to send a team of people to find them? What do you call that? Search party, right? All right. All right, so let's go ahead, look at the video. Let's make sure that we got that part taken care of.
Details using the smallest text at the bottom of the page.
That last part, we got to put sales open on December 1st. Goal is to have 30% of inventory at 4 weeks. So I'll wait till he types it all and then we'll put it up on the screen. He's typing a bunch of tiny stuff here. All right, sales open on December 1st. One second. Sales open on December 1st. That's in this box right here. This other box says goals to have sold 30% of inventory at full price, no discount. All right. Let's see, 30%. Goal is to have sold 30%. Goal. 30% by of inventory at full price, no discounts. 30% of inventory at full price. Now, some of the stuff's small, so what I'm going to do is, let me see if I can make this bigger. Change my font size.
So stupid. I really would put it in my
What's that? Does he? It's driving me nuts though. Format. How's he do it? each individual one? You think you could, so he just clicks on the box and it goes up here. What's he change it to? 12? What? Yes.
Make sure that your diagram and text are large enough to read easily.
That seems like a lot of work. Yeah, when he gets back.
And change the font color so you can easily read the text over your slide's background color.
Ah, I see what he's doing. All right. So here's what you got to do. Listen up. I'm not gonna play the rest of the video because you know how to access it. You can read. I don't have to do this part with you, but what your assignment is to go ahead and finish these last couple steps. Now, don't go on past the part, Keith. Don't go on past the part where you have to embed into the website, because I need to show you how to do the embedding into the website stuff. Even though they show you here, they assume that you already have a website file open. We're going to take our dog website that we created and we're going to use it as our place to embed our timeline and all our PowerPoint into it. Okay, does everybody understand that? So you need to get the rest of the sales goal timeline filled out, get the text size changed, change the color like it's asking you. There's a couple other things that need you to do, but you need to be ready tomorrow for us to work together to embed it into your dog website. Everybody should have a dog website. If you don't have a dog website, maybe someone can share you a dog website and you can make a copy of it. And then, can you do that with her? Okay. And then you can do it with us. All right. So Brooklyn, I think she'll share one with you. Okay.
Yeah, I'll share mine and then you can just copy it and we'll have the whole website.
Okay. And then that way you'll know how to embed into a website. Okay. Anybody have any questions about what you need to finish? Now, grades, Keith, Jovan Musk, Keith, make sure you understand, like some of you are telling me about, you got things done, like Keith wrote me out a list of things he wants me to look at. If you have things that that like Mr. Cooper needs to look at, make sure that you take time to write it down on a piece of paper and give it to me, okay? Because that way, like, I'll have a chance to go through and look at it. I want to make sure everybody's grades are done by the Tuesday before next week, like that Tuesday before Wednesday, because I don't want to have to be messing around on Wednesday. Okay? I don't want to mess around on Wednesday. Wednesday, some of you guys, if you got all your stuff turned in, you may not even really want to come on Wednesday. This is a half day. It's up to you. That's why, like, I save my days. If I was you, I save my days for when I come to school, because days like that, maybe I don't get up and get out of bed if I've only missed one day or something. Maybe that's a half day, so I don't have to worry about it.
I have 3 absences that I was sick, because if I miss on Wednesday, would that count? I have 1 absence.
So you got to remember, anytime you have a doctor's note, that's like that never happened.
Oh, okay. It's a parent note.
Parent note, it may be an excuse, but I don't know about seat time. But a doctor's note kind of wipes out seat time.
Should I?
You're absent, but it's excused because like you had to go to a doctor thing. Now, if
I'm talking about like half day.
on a half day, if you went to the doctor,
No, like if it was a half day, I just did.
it's by period, right? So if you only had like 2 periods, or depends on how they run the schedule here, right? If they see all classes on one day, or if they only see like, first period, second period, you know what I mean? So it all depends on how they run the schedule.
There's no school next Thursday, Friday.
Yeah, because Wednesday's a half day and then we're on what's the break called? Fall break, right? That's what I'm telling you. You get Wednesday half day, Thursday, Friday, then you're off Saturday, Sunday, so then we see you again